Hello everyone, welcome to the channel. I'm glad you decided to join me today on the first episode of our Let's Play on the Marxville, Wisconsin map. As you can see here, we just come down to the shop and we've picked up our new to us, John Deere 6410 tractor with a Trima loader on it, as well as a set of pallet forks. That's on the back of our 1970s Ford F-250 gas highboy truck. It's got some fuel rims and some nice off-road tires. And then we've got our Big Tex 20+5 gooseneck trailer on here. So, anyways, we're going to hop in this. We're going to head back to the farm. But I just wanted to give a little overview, a little background story on what's going on here on the farm, what we're doing. So here we are, obviously Marxville, Wisconsin. We're a 24-year-old farmer from upstate New York, and we're looking to get our start in farming. Fortunately, our grandfather down here has given us the opportunity to put some work in on his farm, as he's decided that he's going to retire due to some surgery that he's had on his hips and his knees here recently, in the past few years, sort of thing. So we've always been around farming, kind of coming where we're from in upstate New York, and our grandpa down here owned a dairy farm that unfortunately he had to sell all the cows at, but he did do some crop acres too. He sold off a lot of the acres since. However, we do have a few fields we're starting with. We've kind of got the base buildings just that are around the home farm, and he did have a few kind of articles of equipment left over. Again, this is a tractor that we've decided to buy ourselves, so this is all on our own credit, although we do have another couple of implements at the farm that we did buy with our own credit. And then there's a few things that are in the shed that belong to Grandpa there, and that still belong to him. I guess they have been passed on to us. Alright folks, so we're just pulling in on the farm here. Here it is with the big red barn on the left. We've got two kind of cement stave silos and a blue harvest door. But here it is in all its glory. Way into the laneway here safely. Beautiful. So let's cut that flasher off here. Okay, we're already seeing some equipment. Awesome. Just park the truck here, get those ramps unfolded. Okay, so here we are on our small farm, our dairy farm operation. That's something that we're going to be working towards. Obviously, we don't have any cows yet. We got limited implements. So let's just have a little rundown of kind of what's going on around the farm here and what we have. Okay, so obviously coming in the driveway, you got the house on the right. You got an implement shed. You've got the dairy barn, the silo. Just go inside the dairy here. This is the kind of the milk and the tie stall area with the milkers. So there you go, as well as kind of a yard out here in the front and a yard to the side here as well with a pair of silos. Again, this is my first time playing this map, so I've not got a ton of experience with it. As you can see, I can't even shut the door. I'm worried about the door. Alright, fuel barrel. Oh, look, it's shut. We got our milk tank, our bulk tank. Of course, it's a big bank barn, right? And it's an old style barn. Again, you know, you've got that upper storage in here. Those two cement stave silos there, and then you know, another little heifer shed. We got our liquid manure tank. We got our solid manure, and a couple of grain bins. Okay, so let's get on to the good stuff here as we get our bearings for the farm. First off, again, is our John Deere 6410 tractor that we have just purchased. It's our newest addition to our farm, along with a few things that I have also purchased on credit since moving here. Of course, our pickup truck and our trailer belong to us. Did not come with the farm. This is a Salford cultivator that I have purchased in mind with that 8910 case tractor, which is going to obviously be our main horse, our tillage tractor. It's got 155 horsepower, and this John Deere 6410's got about 105 horse. So yeah, so this is our cultivator here. It's a Salford. It's got a hookup for, I guess, any sort of fertilization work we would want to do if we wanted to hook maybe a crumbler up to the back or something like that. Here is our Case International 8910 tractor. I did purchase this as well since moving here. Got a really good deal on it, and as you can see, I've already had it a little bit in the field, a little bit dirty. We did get some chisel plowing done, which leads us back here to our John Deere 100 chisel plow. Another implement which I bought. This wasn't actually here. This was just another used piece of equipment that they had at the dealer. I was able to pick this up for a good price. So I decided that I would get that. And of course, we do need that tractor to pull this, since it is kind of a ripper type deal. Behind the doors in the shed here is the stuff that was already here, left over that Grandpa had. So, you know, it's not the greatest stuff. We're not starting off with the nicest stuff in the world here, but it's a start. I'm sure you've already figured out what the combine might be. So we'll start with that, I guess. It's a John Deere 6600 model combine. We've got the 218 kind of grain head, bean head, whichever you want to call it, for our grains. And then around the back of the shed, as you guys kind of maybe caught a glimpse of, it's a John Deere 644 6-row corn head, which will pair in nicely with the next piece of equipment, which is this John Deere 7000 6-row planter. Nice little planter. Of course, basic. It's just not even got extended seed boxes or anything like that. It's just a basic package. And then we've got a older Krone Variopack baler here. So that's a little round baler that Grandpa has here. He's had it for a long time. Obviously, that's something that we're going to be able to use when we go to get some dairy cows, right? We're going to need to make some hay. And here is one of his tractors. This was the last one that he decided to keep. It is a Ford 3000. You know, it looks a little bit rough. Granted, it is. This is an older piece of equipment. Still runs like an absolute top, though. Still runs like an absolute top. Right here, we're going to start it up. Huh? Not bad. It's got, it's actually got 11,000 hours on it. You can see the gauge says 1083.4. It's got 11,000 hours on it. So, you know, she's an older piece of equipment. Runs like an absolute charm. So that's kind of our lineup for now. Not really got much else in terms of equipment. Of course, we're going to be looking to buy some more stuff here shortly. If we're looking to get into cows this year, oof, that's not going to work. Let's just get this trailer parked up here. I guess we'll get hopped into the Case 8910 tractor and we'll take this chisel plow out, plow some dirt. So right now it's here we go. It's early spring. Of course, we can't get anything planted yet because the germination temperature for pretty much any crop, including the wheat and barley, which are like kind of the most, and the grass, of course, The most early crops in the game require a soil temperature of 5 degrees Celsius. So obviously we have not achieved that yet. So we're gonna have to hold off on that, but it gives us time to get some field work done. Anyway, so as we do this, just kind of want to give you a little overview of what we've purchased for land. So here's our land, field 16, 17, 26, and 27. And if we select the grass here, just want to make sure we're still on the right track. We do have a grass field just beyond that tree line up there, before that other arable field that you can see up there. So that does also kind of pertain to our farm, even though it's not numbered. It's part of our farm. And then all this kind of pasture ground in here is us too. So yeah. Anyway, this is a really nice looking model here. Case 8910. I never seen one in real life, but looked like a good thing I could pick up in the game. A two-wheel drive tractor. You know, we wanted to cut costs a little bit. We were trying to save a little bit of money. Obviously, going with something that has mechanical front-wheel drive costs a little extra, like that John Deere 6410. That's just how it happened to be set up. Pulling this chisel plow right along here at 15k an hour, which is pretty good. Pretty happy with that. This tractor does have the power to pull that Salford cultivator as well. Again, being 155 horsepower, it's a big tractor on this farm. It's not a very big tractor in general. It's just kind of a chore size deal. Maybe slightly larger. Depends who you are, right? What you're doing. So the basis of what we're doing here on this farm, or what we plan to do, ideally is get the dairy up and running again in the barn. In terms of getting loans and stuff, I'm gonna be able to give myself like up to about $400,000 in loans. I'm thinking we probably won't need any more than that. Maybe we'll cut it back to $250,000. I don't know what you guys think is fair. But yeah, we're certainly not going to be buying all this equipment just scot-free. We do definitely have some debt right now. $30,000 in the hole at the current moment. So we're already in debt $30,000, which is fine. So we're just going to kind of focus on getting the crops in the ground to start the farm. Not really going to worry about the animals. Of course, we don't have any hay equipment except for that old baler that Grandpa's kind of given us there in the shed. So we're going to have to work towards all that kind of stuff. So yeah, I'm excited to get the farm started here. We're getting a good start on tillage here this spring, even though our tillage implement may not be the largest tillage implement anyone's ever seen, being that it's only 3.7 meters wide. But it's getting the job done. It's doing a nice job ripping this soil up. We're breaking down all the chunks. So this field here, which is field 17, I believe, or 16, and the field behind us, which is 17. I guess the field to our right, just behind the path there, field 17. Oh, jeez, we're gonna be missing something. Not paying attention on good. We're in need of some ripping. So I actually was out here yesterday getting some ripping done, and went really well. Now we're on our second field. So we got 4 fields. I'm thinking probably 2 in soybeans, 2 in corn, just to keep it easy. Actually, saying that, we're gonna definitely want some straw. So this field here was oat. we're probably not gonna do a field this big. For something like straw like this will probably end up being a soybean field, just based on the size of it. So we don't want to be baling that much straw because we're not gonna have very many cows. If we do get cows, we're probably only gonna have about 25 to start. You know, we're not gonna be 100 cow dairy right off the top. So yeah, but that is our kind of our main focus here in the series, is building up a good dairy farm. But again, like I said, we're gonna have to buy some equipment, spend a lot of money. It's kind of what's gonna go on, is spending a lot of money up front. Which is gonna kind of allow us to get what we want, to produce the feed that we want. Would love to try and use those harvesters and these grain bins actually that are right in front of us. But if anybody knows how you're supposed to fill these, if we're supposed to be using an auger or something, because I do not have any augers installed, and I do not have a blower, like a silage blower installed to shoot the silage up the silo. So I'm gonna need to get those mods kind of put on the computer here. So if anybody knows of where I can get those, you can throw that down in the description, or in the comments section, sorry. And yeah, throw down in the comments what you guys want to see. You know, any suggestions, great. Looking for some good constructive criticism. Like I said, this is literally my first time on this map, so I'm not really acquainted that well with it. You know, I've seen a couple of videos on it, but other than that, I don't know much about this map. So any kind of pointers is a great hand. So definitely do have a fair bit of chiseling ahead of us here. Be here a little while. Which is fine. No big deal. Get it all done when it gets done. You guys have seen a little bit of chisel plowing here. We've done a couple rounds. I may go ahead and maybe just get the rest of this done off screen here quick, and we'll jump into some cultivating. Okay, just getting this field wrapped up here on the plowing. It's getting later in the afternoon here, around 4 o'clock. And the shadows are getting a little longer. Anyway, so we're just going to get this field wrapped up, put some equipment away in the shed for the night, and probably going to hit it with the Salford cultivator here in the next video. So yeah, overall the plowing went pretty well. Took a little while with this small tool, but you know, we got it done, which is exactly what matters, right? There we go. That's gonna be all of the plowing or ripping that we have to do this spring. So I'll kind of pull up the map here in a second, give you guys an overview of what exactly we own, and then be able to see what was plowed and what's not been plowed, kind of what direction we might go with the planting. I was on the phone with the dealer this afternoon and talked to them about potentially leasing a drill for this spring, so we could get some wheat or some oats in. So they said they would work on that for us. So they're gonna work on that, and they said they'd give me a shout back tomorrow. See if we can't get something lined up. Be nice. I told them about I don't know, something like a 6-meter drill, something that this 8910 could handle. I don't know why I shut that off. The Ford truck started here too. The 6410 John Deere put away. Would be a good little loader tractor. I ended up choosing the options with getting the weights put into the center of the rims here in the rear to hopefully keep the back end down whenever we're lifting heavy pallets of seed and fertilizer, and we're lifting bales and stuff too, so hopefully that works out alright. Let's get this KC910 put back to the shed here. There's a Salford cultivator. It's pretty good. It's got a set of tines on the back and even a set of rolling baskets. So some nice coulters up in the front, in the rear. Looking forward to getting some use out of this tool here tomorrow. Should be pretty good for us. Park the 8910 there for tonight. Guess we'll shut the shed door. Leave the trailer there. Better to leave it on a flatter surface than that. I'm sure anywhere down in the barnyard will do, considering we're not using it right now. Looking forward to getting these cows in here, so we're going to be on the phone with the dealer quite a bit, probably looking for used equipment and stuff like that. That tailgate does not go down, I don't believe, so just have to bear with me on that, clipping through there. Just park the truck up under the tree here and call it a night. Anyways, thanks guys for watching this episode. If you made it this far, thank you. Feel free to post down in the comments any suggestions or anything you guys want to see kind of in the upcoming videos here. But I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and we'll catch you in the next one. Cheers.